Welcome to Sir Betterment, where we bring you financial, motivating, and betterment knowledge. In this video, we'll talk about the poor boy who created Honda. So without further ado, let's get into it. How do you pick a car manufacturer in today's competitive market with so many options available? Only one brand can meet the rising demand for affordable, high-performance vehicles without costing a fortune. This company is Honda Motor Corporation. Honda not only delivers outstanding performance and comfortability, but it also costs much less than its competitors. Almost everywhere you look, you'll see a vehicle with this logo. But have you ever wondered how our beloved Honda became Honda? But first, let's meet the man behind this iconic brand. Early life of Soichiro Honda. On November 17, 1906, in Komiya Village, Iwata Country, Shizuoka Prefecture, Japan, the mastermind behind one of the most popular car brands, Soichiro Honda, was born. He was the eldest son of Gihei, his father, and Mika, his mother, Honda. His mother was an expert weaver, while his father was a brilliant blacksmith. Although Soichiro came from a humble family, he had a very happy childhood. His parents stressed the importance of discipline and established a deep respect for authority and a strong sense of dignity in Soichiro. Honda's background helped shape him into someone who values punctuality and dislikes causing people inconvenience. Also, Honda inherited his father's mechanical skills and curiosity for machines. While Honda was growing up, cycling was rapidly gaining popularity in Japan. Customers were increasingly asking his father to fix their machines, so he took the initiative and opened his own repair company. He was able to rapidly master the fundamentals of fixing up used bicycles and reselling them at a profit because of his blacksmithing experience and eagerness to learn. From this moment, his business began to be seen as the best bicycle store in the neighborhood. So, for most of his childhood, Soichiro lent a hand to his father in running his repair shop for bicycles. Traditional schooling didn't hold much appeal for Honda. His school often gave students grade reports to show their parents. They were to be sealed with a family's official seal and brought back to the school to show that the parents had reviewed the documents. Soichiro Honda showed a glimpse of his future self when he used a discarded rubber bicycle pedal cover to create a stamp to forge his family logo. Not long after, he also provided the same service for his classmates, diligently forging their family seals. Honda's early fascination with cars. Unfortunately, this had gone a little too far, and the entire fraud was uncovered. Even as a young child, Honda was fascinated with cars. Later, he would think back on how the first vehicle he saw in his village gave off a distinct oily smell that he'd never forget. His fascination with mechanisms and innovations first sparked when he rode one of his father's bicycles to a presentation of the aircraft built by pilot Art Smith. Remember when I said that Soichiro is not a fan of school? Well, in 1922, after he left school, Honda saw an advert for an automobile servicing company, Tokyo Art Shokai. The advert was for the manufacture and repair of automobiles, motorcycles, and gasoline engines. Honda also found that the company had heavily advertised in automobile and bicycle magazines. Soichiro assumed that Art Shokai was one of Tokyo's best vehicle repair businesses and that many young guys were interested in becoming apprentices there. After giving it some thought, Soichiro decided he needed to start working for them as soon as possible. Therefore, in 1922, when he was just 15 years old, he packed up and headed to Tokyo to become an apprentice at an Art Shokai garage in the Yushima neighborhood of Hongo. Nevertheless, due to his young age, he was not offered the position and was given a choice to work as an intern. It was not a great offer, but he didn't let it discourage him. So rather than returning to his hometown, he went to work and started gaining some experience. Working as an intern was challenging since he was not compensated for his time and had to do various menial tasks. Despite these setbacks, Soichiro Honda focused on expanding his understanding of motor machines. His positive outlook paid off, and he soon assisted senior mechanics and large staff with their tasks. He began giving new, simple methods for their job and developing innovative, useful tools that made their work much easier. And eventually, people began to look up to him. Everyone began to see Soichiro Honda's talents and abilities. Eventually, the company's owner recognized Soichiro's potential and began teaching him business-related stuff as well. Soichiro picked it up quickly and proved himself competent even in business. The company's owner, anticipating future expansion, promoted him to branch manager. So, at the age of 22, Soichiro Honda rose to the position of manager and achieved great success. The start of something new. After all this, Soichiro Honda is still thinking big. Hence, he decided to manufacture piston rings used in cars. However, the company didn't like this plan, so he made the biggest choice of his life again. He quit his job as a branch manager to pursue his goal. Now, to manufacture piston rings, there was a need to know many things. So again, he started learning about those things. At night, he used to learn about piston rings. While in the morning, he would get up and experiment with various materials to create piston rings. And he would continue to do this until he achieved his goal of making the highest quality piston ring possible. After successfully producing the desired rings, he began selling them to big companies like Toyota. The obstacle. Thankfully, everything worked out nicely, and he eventually achieved his goals. Unfortunately, once again, he had a major shock when the war in China broke out. Most of the male employees from his company had to go to fight a war. He was left with only female employees. But they eventually left his company because they didn't know the manufacturing process. So Honda adapted to the situation, and he worked hard to simplify the procedure so that anybody, even women, could do it quickly. But just as his ideas were beginning to bear fruit, and he was starting to feel as if things were finally going well, he had another job. During the war, bombs were dropped on China by aircraft from foreign countries. His company and investments were wiped out along with the buildings and infrastructure of China. The bomb may have obliterated everything in its path, but it didn't destroy Honda's faith and resolve. Honda gathered all of his courage and determination and began his life over again. He returned to work and founded a firm that he named Honda Motors, intending to fulfill a long-held ambition of making motorcycles. Honda didn't have much money to start, but his first product was a bike with an engine attached to it. Surprisingly, it became a hit with customers, so he kept creating more. From there, he was able to invest in the research and development of a wide range of cutting-edge motorbikes. And before long, Soichiro motorcycles were dominating the racetrack. His motorcycles quickly gained popularity around the world, and he was soon the world's leading motorcycle producer. The Department of Trade at the time disapproved of Soichiro Honda's plan since, in their opinion, there were already a lot of successful vehicle manufacturers in the market. But Honda ignored them, and as usual, he followed his instincts and began working on a prototype instead. He made such an efficient and robust model at the time, which was liked by everyone, and even the department liked it a lot. Then again, our main character Soichiro proved everyone wrong and made his place even in the car market. The Honda we know and love. Honda has some unique qualities that people usually don't have, and that quality was the reason behind his and his company's success. From 1959 till now, his motorcycle firm has dominated the global market, producing the most combustion engines unlike any manufacturer. Honda doesn't only make cars and motorcycles, They also make boats, generators, garden equipment, and even aerospace parts. We can confidently say that Honda would not be here today without Soichiro's qualities. Later years, Soichiro Honda and his wife held private pilot's licenses even at their advanced ages. At 77 years old, he was already an accomplished artist and enjoying skiing, hang gliding, and ballooning. On August 5, 1991, Soichiro Honda passed away from liver failure. Upon his death, he was given the senior third rank in the Order of Presidents and appointed a Grand Cordon of the Order of the Rising Sun. Rest in peace, legend. So that's how a poor boy from Japan created Honda. What do you think? Which one of his characteristics do you think is the most noteworthy? Let us know your options in the comments section. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give us a like. Also, click the subscribe button and notification bell for more videos like this. See you at the next one.